benefit of the participants, I will introduce to you briefly the two guests that we have here. Shri Alok Mishra is the Senior Vice President and Group Head of Sustainability for the Western Group. He is an environmental engineer from IIT Bombay and has completed a General Management program from IIM Bangalore. He has over 25 years of experience in the industry in environmental management and sustainability. He has worked with several Indian conglomerates like Reliance Industries, SR and Piranha. Welcome. A brief introduction to Professor N.C. Shivprakash. He has over 42 years of research experience. He was formerly from the Department of Information at IIC Bangalore.
FDP, Dr. Kiran and all participants from different various organizations and institutes. So we have come to the end of this 1 week FDP. I am sure that all of you have enjoyed this 1 week stay at your SPC. Our coordinator have tried their best level to make this journey comfortable. And I am sure that you have gained something from this FDP. So I wish you all the best. Thank you.
For me, as a coordinator, I am really very happy today at the end after this letter on the 6th day, last day of the FDP. I'll tell you how SPC planned for this ATAL. Just a short, because we fetched 3 ATAL programs. SPC is the smallest unit, but the most ATAL we fetched from the ATAL scheme. So when we, there is only 5 applications per institute like permitted for under the scheme, and we plan under the different segments. I wrote on semiconductor, which is relevant to the time. Ma'am wrote on the sustainability, again SDG and NEP very close by and need of the time, particularly for India as well. And third segment was in green energy, electrical engineering. Took over that and we get all those 3. So congratulations to the SPC very first, and that went well. And the very first, I must appreciate and thankful to the AICT very first, because this is the good program, where the good scheme rather, by which we can connect, share the knowledge also, disseminate the knowledge. We can bring all the peers together. We have great together today for this particular, on the 6th day of the session. And all the 5 days we tried to pull in the peers from IIT and ISC and all those other places. And it was really wonderful sessions. We have in both the programs. And also the important, I talk about my program, the MEMS. So I was having a challenge because the participants were mixed. We were having mostly dominated by mechanical in the participants list, but we have few from the electrical electronics, right? Like Dr. Pradeep all over came from the Chennai, then Mr. Shetty from the VTU, and from the electrical electronics background, and then civil engineering and so on other. So it was challenge for me, to frame the program and all the lecture delivery so that we can take all those together. So I discussed with all the speakers how is the crowd, my participants. They took over all. And the second was, delivery was the full. It should start from the main basic to the end, to the product level development. So all the speakers done well. The way they took the participants all from the basics to the product development and the current technology and current time where we are. So it was wonderful. Okay, so I thank all the speakers of my program. So they really done well, and the pedagogy that they were carrying, this was wonderful, and that's why it get executed very well. And Professor N.C. I'm sure about the way he will teach, and he just lift up today's all the participants the energy level and the process how he explains the energy roadmap of the government of India up to 2014, and what is the role of the teacher in the energy. Wonderful, sir. Thank you very much for that. And happy that participants take it very, very well. I mean, they were attentive, they were very much on time, and they respond well. They, whatever the instructions, sometimes, you know, there is the last minute instructions, but they obey all those. Yesterday we went to the IIT very much on time. I mean, otherwise, you know, it becomes difficult for coordinator to run into the third, the institution and carry all them together and be entry restricted without gate pass and all. But they did well, respect the time. So thank you for all the participants. And program was having all the blend of theory and the practicals both. And we shake hand because we were having the two ATAL programs together. So we shake hand like the way like we took the participants to the nature park. And one may say like, what is the MEMS participant going into the nature park? But then it is a learning from the nature. I mean, in MEMS most of the systems are inspired from the nature. So you learn the nature, and then and you would have witnessed when we visited IIT Bombay.
I thank you for being part of the 6 days ATAL FDP, leader of the 2 workshops. As the coordinator of Urban Infrastructure Sustainability and Climate Change FDP, I will summarize the 6 day sessions. We had stalwarts as distinguished as Dr. Maiskar, Dr. Dipankar Chaudhary, who's the head Civil Engineering Department, IIT Bombay, Dr. Prasad Modak, Director Environmental Management Center, Dr. Basarkar, GMF Cons, Dr. Kalvar, Professor CUs, IIT Bombay, Dr. Srinidhi, Professor ESED, Dr. Korde, Professor Sitara, Professor and Dr. Maiskar, he is the Pro Vice Chancellor, which I missed out, and Sri Bala, XR developer, Sri Alok Mishra, Head Sustainability Welspun, to grace the occasions. We had 5 from academia and 5 from the industry. We saw to it that we have a good mix of both academia and industry speakers. And the concepts of sustainability in urban and rural infrastructure, be it foundations, tunnels, water, food system infrastructure were touched upon. The lab sessions involved visit to DST Nidhi Prayas lab, DST Serve lab, and understanding concepts of 3D printing, wastewater to energy conversion using microbial fuel cell. Whereas hands-on sessions were specifically related to Jaltantra, which is an optimization software for water infrastructure, Google Earth Engine, and GIS, which I'm sure all the participants enjoyed, and also were happy because it was a first experience for many of the participants. We had a visit to Bhavan's Adventure Center where participants learned about sustainability in nature by knowing about herbs, shrubs, and tree, as well as, you know, you saw one of those Burmese python, which are only, I think so, 6 or 7 in the whole world. And even I came to know that BNAC is one of the 3 biodiversity sites which has been identified by UN, which I was not knowing, which I'm going to now tell everywhere that we went to such place with our participants. The visit to IIT Bombay to the departments of Sitara and Environmental Science and Engineering Department was also enlightening for participants, where they interacted with faculty members as well as research scholars and saw state-of-art labs and workshops, and were able to get contacts and network is something that they were looking into. I hope we were able to fulfill all your expectations from the course. I wish you all the best and good luck for the journey forward, physical as well as mental journey. I sincerely hope that it was just a start towards sustainability, and probably it gave you a head start towards exploring more related to sustainability and civil engineering together. I would like to thank my co-coordinator, Dr. Reshma Raskar, Dr. Shilpaja, Professor Ankit for helping me organize everything. And thanks are done non-teaching staff, Mr. Prakash Pujari, Mr. Torne, Mr. Maikar, Mr. Bhangre, Mr. Ashish Kadam, and my dear 7 helping hands, Raman, Sanika, Prasad, Om, Sadik, Shantanu, and Shreyans for being there and helping me with the nitty-gritty of the workshop. Thank you everyone, and I hope you all the best.
First of all, I would like to thank you. Thanks, ATAL program. sir, SPC College, for organizing such a nice event. For our hospitality, when we say right from day one, food and everything, and lab sessions, and taking to IIT Bombay there itself, there also entire day the visit was exceptional. So it was a very wonderful 5 days we had. When we talk about the topic, yes, in the vicinity in Mumbai universities, especially as this men's topic is an emerging technique for emerging area for all of us. So we were known, we were being keen to know, and yes, the topic was very interesting for all of us. So thank you very much, SPC sir, for organizing such a nice event, and we would expect such events to happen in coming years. Thank you.
I can see all the leaders. I cannot see none of us. Everybody don't need to do anything job. Starting from taking evidence to serving a coffee or food or whatever hospitality. SPC has given this much seed, being from generation to generation. I can see good teachers, even though they are students now. I can see all the good teachers and good leaders. I couldn't see any of them us because I used to go to various organizations in the hotel. But this time, as usual, Mumbai never fails me, and the same thing happens again. So really thanks to coordinators and co-coordinators of both the ATAL PPs. It was meant right. Then and there we had a team meeting and matches walk we went, and while meeting also it's quite good. It's easy. And speakers are too good. They waited patiently. They deliver the lecture patiently. Whatever the questions we asked, they never take it in personal. They delivered then and there. The last session is also very enjoyable. That has to go. It has to go. And it's a takeaway notes really as a teacher. And I'm sure I can try to implement in my college to my students. Thank you so much.
4 crores of grant to SPC. Now, coming to the title of this program, ATAL program, this itself is a hot topic for the central government. That is semiconductors. So, and looking towards this title itself, I thought that yes, I didn't know anything, but let us understand something. So I joined this particular program. And during this program, the schedule, if we look towards, all the lectures were conducted by very eminent speakers and very interesting lectures were conducted. Apart from that, the state-of-art laboratory what we have visited in IIT Bombay, that was also very commendable. That is IIT NF. And not but the least, that is at the end, as that semiconductor has to fit in a small chip. So like that, the last day he has completely compressed the program and as per the participant has nicely arranged this last day program. So thank you very much, and also thanks for the management for giving me this opportunity to speak. Thank you.
I am completely into different background, which is not of teaching. In fact, I am into industrial background, and my stream of it is metallurgy, mechanical, and management. So it happened to be like I am quite interested. I mean, first of all, I'll just explain. Tell my opinion on this ATAL program. So this kind of program I am attending for the first time, and the experiences what I am getting and the networking what I am finding here, it is quite interesting and it is much deeper into the knowledge point of view. So this concept, in fact, I selected mainly because I have some deep interest in geopolitics, and from the past few years I am seeing the scope and opportunity for India on semiconductor industry. So I know the applications of it in different domains, like in the shipping or domestic and these kind of things like automobile and all. But I never know the manufacturing of it, as I am completely into different background. But this particular 5 to 6 days of program will enlighten so many things on the manufacturing point of view, and also it like combined things like the sustainability, how we all talking about now this generation. So this program, I think it tapped every corner of the sustainability, like right from the technology point of view, or visiting the like parks and ecology point of view, and also like IIT yesterday's visit, which also having so many deeper view on education system, and today's especially the what program government is coming up with NEP and all. So I think it is a new experience, and I think it will take for a long time. Thank you for the opportunity.
NMIMS group, and since I am from the teaching side, I think my voice should be audible all around, and I don't think I should like. Okay. I am very grateful to the ATAL portal for providing me this opportunity, because all of you know that there is a huge disconnect between what we teach in the college and what is actually happening in the industry. Sustainability and climate change both are the buzzwords in today's world. All of us want to know how we can implement these things into our curriculum, how we can implement all this into the industry. And this session, or say these sessions that we have attended right now, gave us a large input related to that. Firstly, there were many new concepts which were introduced related to, say, resilience or food as an infrastructure. And these were new concepts which we were not aware about. Our knowledge of climate change would be related to, say, temperature and floods and these things. But how it is impacting and what are the various researches that are going around, we come to know about that. Now, various indicators that we have seen in the session related to vulnerability and assessment of all these risk factors, all of this was something new. The visit to IIT labs was again an eye-opener, because it gave us an idea of what are the actual researches going around. Because mostly what happens is we come to know only about technicalities which are to be taught in the curriculum, and the actual research that is going on is not that evident to us. And lots of research are currently going on. We can also take these research further ahead with the help of our students also. All these sessions were conducted by great speakers. The knowledge delivery was awesome, and we got to learn a lot. My personal experiences, if we get a chance, we should not be missing such opportunities in the future. Thank you very much.
Of theory sessions, lab sessions, including site visits in our own campus as well as IIT. Then the variety of topics, wide fields were covered, from structural engineering to water resources, waste management, food technology, and even including today's sustainability reporting. That is very wide variety of fields of were covered. And we also came to know about our the plus points of our student volunteers and participants, like their talent we could see here, including Sanika and others.
She's not there today.
Yeah.
But she used to conclude every session. And vote of thanks. And the way she presented us and how fast she writes, she has written everything.
And another important point was, it was not too much burden. Like normally whenever I attend lectures, I start feeling sleepy. This is the only FDP where I could attend to the entire lecture, like because there is a limit for the focusing. So it was not too much of the thing, properly planned and not heavily loaded. So I thank and congratulate Hansa madam and her team members, Chitra madam and Raska madam, as well as the volunteers and the participants, because with participants also we had a lot of including madam. So there is a lot to learn from here, and most importantly, the team sustainability is very wide. So here we came to know how innovative ideas are used in various fields of engineering, and there was a lot to learn from structural field also, because there were three main topics, main key speakers. So thanks for that.
You are angry or angry?
So we thought you would be Italian speaking for us. We said that
Neither I got tired nor my colleagues. Are you tired? I don't think anybody got tired. See, the picture that you showed, if you get involved, I don't think anybody get tired. So anything starts should end also. So I'm very happy. It's a rarest of rare event. Two, amalgamate. One MEMS and other one sustainability. And an institution getting two in 1 week is something remarkable. Only SPC can do, I think. Wonderful. What is SPC? If you want excellence, if you want confidence, if you want patience, perseverance, if you want smartness, come to SPC. S for smart, E for persevere, C for confidence, and E for excellence. I suppose you got all of that. So, our young baby was telling that it was too much. It should be too much. See, 5 days what you learn, people have to learn, unlearn, relearn. So what you do is, these 5 days, you know where your interests are, then you pursue, take it up to the next level, get connected. Not that every one of you can do everything. That's impossible. See, sustainability is a very vast. It's not just in urban or rural or energy or water or everything. Every walks of life, nature, you have to sustain. So you choose what you like, your food technology or whatever. That is important. Preeti gave a lecture itself. Good. A participant giving a lecture, next you will become a resource person. Some of you would become.
She is also an alumnus.
Now, you can see, I know she's from NMIMS SK. Right?
But she's an alumnus. BTech as well as MTech.
Alma mater. So, you also, all of you have to become resource person one day. See, trainers, trainee. Always, you should come on the other side also. So, you should come. So, for that, I think this is the preparation. This is where you have started your journey. So, I am very happy. See, faculty development, you learn many things. It's not, one is domain, second one is pedagogy. You must have heard about half a dozen people or 1 dozen. How they, same thing if it is given to many people, how they present is also an art. So that is what also you learn in the process. So I'm sure I missed sustainability. I enjoyed with my colleagues there. So it is a culmination, and I'm very painful to see that there is an exam for you after 2 Don't take it very, very seriously. Just to, it's a gap analysis where a surprise test where you know where you are, and then it will lead you where you want to go, roadmap. So some questions, if you don't answer, don't feel bad. The marks for pass is not 100. I suppose 40, 50, 60. You don't know. 75. Because you are
very easy, simple question.
The question is set in such a way that everybody will score 70. Don't worry. That's not a. See, reputation is important. Reputation of all of you is important. Reputation of the SPC is important. I will end with 1 minute story. Always a storyteller. One fellow went to America, bought a car. Of course, the fashion in America is even if you don't have money, you can buy a car. Of course, which is also true in India. While sleeping, they will give a ring and then say you